So, I just wanted to talk about this for like 2 seconds. If you make sourdough and you have a starter, or you were making sourdough at one point in your life and then your starter went bad and you were like, oh my gosh, the internet tells me to throw it out. It's been like months. I haven't fed it. It's been sitting in the fridge. You can revive her. I'm telling you. So this is like paste now. It's been sitting in the fridge for like maybe 6 months and I have not fed it. And I just haven't been making sourdough bread, obviously, at all. So I said, I'm gonna revive it. And I did. And you just have to take some out and just keep feeding it. Just keep feeding it. It'll come back. I'm making bread right now. So just briefly more on this subject. When I first started getting into sourdough, I did a lot of Googling on the subject, as I do. To Google. I really like to make sure that I know the basics of what I'm doing when I'm cooking something or if I'm baking something. But sourdough is kind of its own brand of crazy. You can really go in a rabbit hole with the whole sourdough thing. I mean, people have they think you have to do very specific things to get it to like it almost become, it is scientific, right? There is, science information about what is going on in your sourdough, blah, 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 blah. But I just wanted to share what I had done to get my sourdough starter back from the dead, so to speak, because it was dead. So, if you do sourdough, if you do sourdough, you're gonna know what I'm talking about when I say that, your sourdough will have a layer of hooch on it. That's what it's called. You're welcome, everyone. So this kind of it developed one over time, but it sat in the back of my fridge for a very long time. So I scooped some paste out. I put warm water on it, mixed it up, diluted that, and then I added flour. And you know what I did this time that I haven't been doing in the past? I didn't measure anything. And I usually, sourdough people are like, one part this, one part this, It's too much today. It was too much yesterday. I didn't measure anything. I eyeballed it. Because the consistency that you're looking for is basically like pancake batter. So I know that I want to add some warm water to the starter. At least kind of an eyeball of 1-to-1 ratio. Mix that really nicely. The bubbles will start forming. And then you add your unbleached flour. You can do wheat flour. So as it was slowly coming back to life, I did this for a couple days, even 24 hours. I don't think it was very long, but every time I would see it start to bubble and rise, I would dump some out and then do the process over again. And the last time that I did it, this might be unpopular in the sourdough world. I don't really care what y'all think of me and my way. But I put bread flour in it. And you know why? Because every time I have baked sourdough with bread flour involved, it's bread flour. It has more gluten. It rises really nicely. It's very good for this purpose. So I think most people like to keep the same flour in their starter going, but you can change it up. You can be like, you know what? I only have wheat flour right now. I don't have any unbleached white flour. It's fine. Use it. It might take it a little while to get started again because it might not be used to it. That's what they say on the internet. Again, I don't know. All I know is that I brought mine back from the dead after 6 months, and I implore you to try that. Keep your starter. Do not throw it out. Don't throw it out. Just don't.